Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic of ours is definitely tenses because we're in the middle of the topic, and today we are going to learn about past tense. If you still have not yet seen about my present tense video, then I'll put the link in the description. Now let's get started. What's a past tense? Past tense is the action which has already been done. Just like the present tense, past tense is also divided into 4 more tenses. That is the simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. So guys, in today's video we are going to learn about each of these tense in detail, and past tense becomes super easy if you learn your present tense well. Talking about the simple past tense is used when the action is already completed, or when the action is referring to the immediate past, or when the action is referring to the past habits of a person. Let's see these in detail. Completed action means when we used to talk about events or actions or a situation which already occurred in the past and are now finished. For example, look at the example. Eva left home a week ago. Now here, the past form of leave is left. That is the V2 form, which is told in the formula. Simple past tense means subject plus V2. Now this happened a week ago. So this refers to completed actions. Example. Next, talking about the immediate past, this is used without the reference to describe something that happened a very short time ago. For example, who left the door open? Here the present tense form is leave and the past tense is left. That is the V2 form. Who left the door open? Here in this sentence it is done in a short period of time. Next, when we are referring to the past habits of a person, that means he drank a cup of coffee till last month. Here drink is the present tense form and drank is the past tense. Till last month is the action which is a habit of the person. The subject he is referring to the person, and this drank 10 cups of coffee a day till last month is the habit of that subject. Parallel actions is I'm already attending my online class, and at the same time my mom was also cooking the lunch. Was attending and was cooking. They are parallelly happening at the same time. Next, repeated actions. For example, when Shyam worked here, he was always making mistakes. That means when Shyam was working there, he was always making mistakes. Was from the formula, was is here. Always is it's referring to the sentence. Make will be the verb and ing is added. Next, when we are making polite inquiries, for example, the use of past continuous tense is more polite than the simple past. Like, for example, I was wondering if you could give me a lift. Was wondering is a polite inquiry, asking another person to ask for a lift. Now, past continuous tense is also used when as an alternative to the simple past. That means it is used to indicate more than casual and less deliberate action. For example, I was walking with the dog this morning. Was walking is from the formula. Have a look at the board once, and I think these are enough examples. Coming to our next tense, that is the past continuous tense. Look at the board while I'll be explaining. Now, past continuous tense is used when the actions in progress in the past. For example, Neha was living abroad in 2004, so she missed the whatever elections or whatever. Now, was living is the past continuous tense. I forgot to mention, the formula of past continuous tense is subject plus was or were plus verb plus ing. Continuous or progressive is the same. If it is mentioned that is continuous or progressive, you should be using the ing form. Now, was is for singular subject and were is for the plural. So here, Neha is the subject, was living is the past the formula in the past continuous tense. Was plus verb is live and ing is added. Abroad in 2004 will be the object. Again, after the comma, so she missed the whatever. Here missed will be the simple past tense. As I told you, simple past tense. What's the formula of simple past tense? Subject plus V1 form of the verb. Miss is the subject plus V2 form of the verb. Miss is the V1 form and V2 form will be missed. Next, past continuous tense is used in the actions which began before something else has happened. For example, just as I was leaving the house, the phone rang. Here, when the speaker is about to leave the house, something happened. That means he was, as it is said, the action which began before something else has happened. He was about to leave the house and something happened. That is the phone rang. Just as will be the subject. Just as I will be the subject. Was leaving is from the formula was. Leave will be the verb and ing is added here. Next, looking at the continuation of the sentence, the phone rang. Rang will be the simple past. Coming to our next tense, that is the past perfect tense. The formula of past perfect tense is subject plus had plus V3 form of the verb. Now what is V3 form? If you look at my tenses, that means the present tense video, I gave you a clear detailed explanation. That means a detailed examples about the V1 to V2 form of the verbs. Now look, V3 form is nothing but the past participle form of the verb. That means if the normal verb word is learn, then the V3 form will be learnt. If V1 form is awake, then the V3 form will be awoken. If V1 is touch, V3 will be touched. Now, coming to the past perfect tense, the explanation of that would be when it is used to refer to an earlier past. As I said, what is meant by that? That means the main use of the past perfect tense is when two events takes place in a close sequence. For example, the patient died, the doctor arrived. When you should combine it, that means in the past perfect tense, you will write it as the patient had arrived when the patient had died when the doctor arrived. Now, next, past equivalent of the present perfect tense. Leave the example. Listen to the explanation. Now, that means past equivalent of the present tense means sometimes the past tense functions simply as the past form of the present perfect. That means it can be used as a present perfect tense or the past perfect tense. Look at the example. I said Mary was excited because she had never been to a dance before. But the same sentence can be written as Mary is excited because she has never been to a dance before. That is meant by past equivalent of the present tense. That means it is used simply as the past form of the present tense. Next, past perfect tense is used when unfulfilled hopes and wishes are said. That means the verbs will be like expect, hope, mean, suppose, think, want, etc. That means to describe things we hoped or wished to do but we could not do. For example, look there. I had hoped to send a letter to him but I could not send it. That is an unfulfilled wish. I had hoped. That means I wanted to send it but I could not do it. Past perfect tense is used in that form. Our last tense, that is the past perfect continuous tense. Here the formula of past perfect continuous tense is subject plus had been plus verb plus ing. Now, when is this past perfect continuous tense used? When actions in progress throughout a period. For example, she was very tired. She had been typing all day. Here, it's depending on the context that she was still typing or she had recently stopped. Here, she will be the subject. Was very tired will be the simple past tense. Because is the conjunction. She is also the subject again. Had been typing is here. Had been plus verb will be the type and ing form is used. All day is the object. And past perfect continuous tense is also used in the actions which are continuously repeated. For example, Ramesh had been speaking to me every day for a week. Ramesh is the subject. Had been is from the formula. Speak is the verb and ing is used. The rest of the sentence is object. Next, it is used to draw conclusions. For example, her eyes were red. It was obvious she had been crying. Here, it was obvious will be the subject. Had been is from the formula. Cry will be the verb and ing is used. So guys, here are your homework questions, and if you have any doubts regarding the homework questions or the topic, you can feel free to ask in the comment section. Also complete the homework and post your answers in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Bye.